Okay, so I've literally spent the last 5 minutes trying to do the intro to this video by saying yo, like Rick does, yo, and then, he goes and buys mail. I'm going to buy like mail, 99 of them, because I like to, but I've tried to do this. I've tried to impersonate Rick. I just can't do it. I need Tony here or something to do that, but anyway, I'm just going to got this battle here or something, and stop wandering around, dude. Open your versus recorder. Seriously, dude, hurry up. Yeah, that's right, not the PAL pad, the versus recorder, and here we go. So this one is an Uber's game today against Shroomtastic, I believe. He featured in my Minecraft videos because he was one of the people who managed to get onto the server in time when we did that, so shout outs to him for being on Minecraft or something. But he's using a really weird Uber's team. He's got a Spinder and just other random stuff. He's got a Krookodile. Yeah, that thing's, well, we'll see. This is a terrible start to a narration, but I'm going to roll with it because I don't want to start for the 100th time. Anyway, Kyogre can do a relatively decent chunk to me with an Ice Beam, and I'm not too afraid of it. I am a physically defensive Giratina, so technically it wouldn't be nice to stay in and take an Ice Beam, but even though I am physically defensive, I take that special hit pretty well because, of course, it isn't Stab, and he probably isn't Specs, he's probably running Scarf, so predicting him to be a Scarf set, I'm going to go into Ferrothorn, hopefully take the Ice Beam very nicely, which I do, and Ferrothorn, I don't give a fuck about using Ferrothorn in Ubers, because, Ubers is more even playing. Okay, to be honest, Ferrothorn's more broken in Ubers than it is in OU, but I don't know, I just like this set. I like this set specifically, which is a Leech Seed Toxic Protect set, which is very, very nice for specific things in Ubers, so I'm going to Leech Seed on the switch, hoping to catch something, and I do catch the Fortress coming in, which is very nice because it allows me to break that Sturdy. I'm getting some deja vu here because this kind of thing happened against Penguin X in that Ubers match a while ago, where he switched in Fortress, I got the Leech Seed which broke his Sturdy, and we're going through kind of the same motions here. So anyway, I know he's probably going to want to set up Rocks, if not Rocks then Spikes, one of the two, but if he does want to go for the Rocks, Rayquaza is my best switch in. I can force him out with a Fire Punch, and it's generally going to be very easy for me to force a switch, and it's great because as I came in before Rocks, I'm not going to take any damage, so unfortunately, he's going to predict that nicely. Go into Kyogre to resist it. And at this point, I'm thinking he might want to go for the Water Spout. Even if he does, it hopefully isn't a 2-hit KO on for Ferrothorn. I've got a feeling, though, that if he did go for it, it would do a very high chunklet, to the point at which I would not be very happy. So I do manage to go into Ferrothorn to take the Ice Beam, and at this point, I'm going to do a double switch. I'm going to predict him to go out into his Fortress again, thinking that I can't do much to a Fortress, but instead he's going to pull the rest on me with his Kyogre and reveal that he isn't a Scarf set. He's in fact running Resto Chesto, which he bluffed the Scarf hella well. I have to say, he did bluff it really well, and he had me fooled. So at this point, obviously, he doesn't want to stay in because he can't hit Dialga with anything. Ice Beam's going to be neutral, Water Spout is not very effective, and neither is Thunder, so his best option is to go into Fortress to hopefully take the predicted Draco, which he takes nicely, and obviously I'm a Choice Scarf variant of Dialga, so I don't want to be staying in here. There's no reason or rhyme to. Though Fortress can't do much to me, it is just generally more beneficial for me to switch out, so I'm going to go into Kyogre, and Specs Kyogre with Water Spout in the rain hurts a lot of things really fucking hard. So I'm going to crit the Fortress. Probably could have taken out 7 Fortresses in a row, disregarding Sturdy, if that wasn't, if that crit had, done the amount of damage that it did, whatever. And I don't even know what I'm saying. In comes Arceus. I think that this is Dark Arceus. I can't quite remember what type of Arceus this is. But he comes and goes for a Calm Mind, right? That's how much Water Spout does after Arceus base 120 HP in special defense with +1 special defense takes from a Specs Water Spout. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Arceus for you, being destroyed and demolished and destrolished. So I'm gonna bring Fortress in. Why do I keep calling Ferrothorn Fortress, man? Seriously, someone slap me across the face or something. I don't need to be doing this. It's bad for me, it really is. But I know that I can easily stall out this Arceus. He is Calm Mindset and he does have Recover, but as long as I'm able to get a Toxic and Leech Seed onto him, get some protecting, maybe a couple of double protects here and there, I should be good. But it turns out he's actually packing Focus Blast, which I really didn't expect at all. But Ferrothorn, my god, you're a monster. +1 Focus Blast from 120 base special attack. Leaves me on 30 HP just after I've been just over half, and I really... Ferrothorn, you just a ridiculous monster in Ubers. I don't understand how you're so good. But I do manage to successfully lay down the Leech Seed, thankfully. And at this point I'm going to go for the Protect. I'm not sure if he knew that I carried Protect, so I thought I was rather safe going for it. It would have been kind of risky had he predicted the Protect and gone for the Recover, because it would have given him a couple more turns of leeway in being able to take out maybe for Ferrothorn and then follow up with an extra KO on something else. But unfortunately for him, he's not going to be able to do that. I'm actually going to try for the double protect, hoping that he'll, either 1, that I'll get it, 2, he'll miss a Focus Blast, or 3, he'll predict my switch. And 2 of those 3 things happen because he predicts my switch and goes for Judgment, but protect actually kicks in, so I don't take any damage from it. Wouldn't have done much damage to me anyway, regardless, because, it's not very effective and stuff, so. Anyway... In comes Spinder, and this is epic, man. I've got to give this guy credit, because he goes for the Focus Punch, knowing that I'm most likely not going to attack the Spinder. I'm just going to go for the Toxic. But Spinder freaking almost kills Ferrothorn, which I am giving you mad props, bro. Seriously, Shroomtastic. Pulling out Spinder and then pulling off an unprotected Focus Punch in Ubers? My god, man. Respect. But obviously I don't want to be taking another one of those hits. I'm going to protect, hopefully take some more toxic damage down, but he does see that coming and he's going to go straight out to Kyogre, who at this point could easily take me down with any kind of move. He's going to go for the Ice Beam on the first turn, which is kind of surprising to me because I'm thinking, Water Spout's still going to do more at this point, so I'm thinking he might go for an Ice Beam again, and hopefully I'll live it, get a Leech Seed down or a Toxic down, but he in fact goes for the Water Spout there, so I guess he was trying to fake me out first, going for the Ice Beam knowing that I would protect, and then lulling me into a full sense of security, thinking I would be safe to stay in, and then pumping me with a Water Spout. So, anyway, the easiest thing for me to go to here to hopefully do a nice chunk to the Kyogre is Dialga. I know that I won't kill it with a Thunder simply because I lack Stab and Kyogre has generally excellent special defense. But unfortunately for me, he's going to go for his Thunder, probably going for the Power Hacks because there are no real benefits to the other 2 moves. I guess Ice Beam can freeze, but the Thunder 30% chance to paralyze is much more likely, and Water Spout wouldn't be doing that much to me either. So he does get the paralysis, and at this point I'm going to switch out to Giratina as he goes into his Krookodile, which is generally a favourable matchup for me because I know that a Crunch won't be able to kill me. I'm a physically defensive variant, so if he does want to go for one, he won't kill me, and I'll follow up with a Will-O-Wisp, which will pretty much cripple the Krookodile for later on. The Krookodile is actually quite a big threat because if it is Scarfed, then it's going to be outspeeding a lot of my team. He has Earthquake to hit Dialga with, and he has Crunch to hit a couple of other guys with, and he probably has a Dragon move, not Dragon move, but another kind of move of some sort to hit my guys with. But when Spinder comes in, it tries to Sucker Punch me, does a decent chunk clip, but I'm just going to Dragon Tail out. At this point, I don't have rocks on the field, but Dragon Tailing is still going to be doing decent damage to anything that comes in. In comes the Quillfish, which is not going to be able to do too much to me. Obviously, my physical defense is pretty much through the roof. It's Giratina, so it does well in the physically defensive department. And in comes Krookodile. He could have predicted the switch to Dialga and gone for the Earthquake. I guess would have been a risky play, but he's going to take me out with a Crunch here. He does crit me, which I guess does matter because Giratina may have been able to live that. I'm not quite sure about damage calcs and everything, but I know that he is most likely going to be Scarfed. And I'm kind of hoping he is, because if he isn't scarfed and I bring in Dialga and he earthquakes and kills me, I'm kind of screwed. So I kind of, I'm banking on the fact that he is, and thankfully he does switch out, pretty much confirming that he is. As I go for the Outrage, I'm not quite sure why I went for Outrage. This Dialga is especially offensive, but it packs Outrage as well. Outrage hasn't been working out too well for me. It's been okay, I guess, but not fantastic. So I may think about switching that up. But he's easily going to be able to come in and revenge me now with Krookodile. If I'd gone for the Draco Meteor, I could have switched, but I guess if I had gone for the Draco Meteor, it would have given him the opportunity to predict, whereas in that situation he knew I was locked into Outrage and was forced to go for the Earthquake, whereas in the other situation he could have predicted my switch to Rayquaza to dodge the Earthquake and therefore gone for a Crunch. But doesn't happen. I'm able to safely go into Rayquaza and fire off a Choice Band Earthquake onto whatever comes in. In comes Quillfish, which dies, but now he brings in Krookodile again, trying to revenge kill me with his Scarf, but not really going to be doing enough to, I mean, he has Stone Edge obviously, but I have safe switch-ins is what I'm trying to say. Not safe switch-ins, but I have things that I can sacrifice, I guess. Now, I really wanted to predict the switch to Kyogre and go for the Thunder on the switch, but I knew that a Surf would most likely take out this Kyogre anyway, just because of the rain and because of the modest specs. So I actually do manage to KO that Kyogre with the Surf, and that's great, because that was the one kind of roadblock left that I had to get rid of. He's going to come in, and Krookodile's killing a lot of my guys here. He's getting lots of Moxie boosts, not stacking up, of course, because he's constantly switching and trying to revenge kill. But at this point, I think I do have on lockdown. His last guy is Krookodile, and even though he's scarfed, my last two are Rayquaza and Arceus normal form, both of whom carry extreme speed, and both of whom are packing a hell of a lot of power with extreme speed. This seems to happen quite a lot. I do love carrying two extreme speeders. Choice Band Rayquaza hits really hard, and Life Orb Arceus, of course, with Stab on extreme speed, is nothing to underestimate, I guess. So easily going to be able to come in, take out that Krookodile, but that thing did do a lot of work to my team. It really it did well in Ubers, and I guess Krookodile can do very well in Ubers. Its typing is really well fitted to the metagame. And the Scarf variant, I mean, does, you know, the speed in Ubers is generally lower than in OU, so he has the right type of sort of speed tier to be able to do some work. So, really excellent game, good fun. Props for the Spinder. This is fucking awesome. But otherwise, I probably going to be it for today. Bit of a long video, I guess, 12 minutes or so. But yeah, if you want to check out my Twitter, my Facebook, and my Tumblr pages, I think I just hit 100 followers on Tumblr, which is great. I've been enjoying doing that a lot, so if you want to ask me questions or there or anything, you can do that as well, because, you know, that's cool. But otherwise, I will see you guys on Saturday with another game, and I hope that you have a beautiful day and a lovely something for the rest of the time that you're awake until you sleep tonight in your bed. I'm not even making sense right now, so much love, and see you guys later. Bye.